Good day everyone, we are the Group 1 and we're going to present the function of global economy. The global economy has changed significantly over the past few decades in the way that it is organized and governed by collaborating nations. These changes have repercussions that not only affect the flow of goods and services between the countries, but also the movement of people. As we've seen on occasion over the last century, to create a fluctuation in this international economic system can lead to a global economic crisis. So what exactly is the global economy? How does it function? And how does it affect our lives? Here we take a closer look to help you understand the complexities of the forces that govern the modern world. Now, let's move on to the definition of global economy. Let us start with a question: what is global economy? The global economy refers to the interconnected worldwide economic activities that take place between multiple countries. These economic activities can have either a positive or negative impact on the countries involved. The global economy comprises several characteristics such as the first is globalization. Globalization describes a process by which national and regional economies, societies, and cultures have become integrated through the global network of trade, communication, immigration, and transportation. These developments lead to the advent of the global economy. Due to the global economy and globalization, domestic economy has become cohesive, leading an improvement in their performance. The second is international trade. International trade is considered to be an impact of globalization. It refers to the exchange of goods and services between different countries, and it has also helped countries to specialize in products which they have a comparative advantage in. This is an economic theory that refers to an economic ability to produce goods and services at a low opportunity cost than its trade partners. The third is international finance. Money can be transferred at a faster rate between countries compared to goods, services, and people, making international finance one of the primary features of a global economy. International finance consists of topics like currency, exchange rates, and monetary policy. And the last, global investment. This refers to an investment strategy that is not constrained by geographical boundaries. Global investment mainly takes place via foreign direct investment, FDI.
We can understand the importance of the global economy by looking at it in relation to emerging markets. Economic importance at a micro and macro level. The increase in the world's population has led to emerging markets growing economically, making them one of the primary engines of world economic growth. The growth and resilience shown by emerging markets is a good sign for the world economy. Long-term world economic outlook. According to financial and economic projections based on demographic trends and capital productivity models, the GDP in emerging market economies in 2019 are likely to keep increasing at a positive rate.
Who controls the global economy? Many people think the global economy is controlled by governments of the largest economies in the world. But this is a common misconception. Although governments do hold power over countries' economies, it is the big banks and large corporations that control and essentially fund these governments. This means that the global economy is dominated by large financial institutions. World Economy News. U.S. banks participate in many traditional government business like power production, oil refining, and distribution, and also the operating of public assets such as airports and train stations. This was proven when certain members of the U.S. Congress sent a letter to the Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke. Here's an excerpt from the letter.
How does the global economy work? International transactions taking place between top economies in the world help in the continuance of the global economy. This transaction mainly comprise trade taking place between different countries. International trade includes the exchange of a variety of products between countries. It ranges all the way from fruits and foods to natural oil and weapons. The functioning of the international economic system can be defined through one phrase: transaction. International transactions take a neighborhood between pinnacle economies in the world aid in the continuance of worldwide economy. Such transactions have a wide range of advantages, including providing a groundwork for worldwide monetary growth. With the international pinnacle gadget set to boost through 4% encouraging competitiveness between countries and greater than a few markets, raising productiveness and effectively throughout countries, helping the enhancement of underdeveloped of worldwide education, through way of permitting them to import capital items and export principal gadgets. That's all.
What are the effects of global economy? The main cause of this effect is economics, based on the production and export of goods and services. Restrictions on the import and export of goods and services can potentially hamper the economic stability of countries who choose to impose too many. The purpose of international trade is similar to that trading within a country. However, international trade differs from domestic trade in two aspects. First, the currencies of at least two countries are involved in international trade, so many must exchange before goods and services can be exported or imported. Second, occasionally, countries enforce barriers on the international trade of certain goods or services which can disrupt the relations between two countries.
What are the benefits of global economy? Free trade. Free trade is an excellent method for countries to exchange goods and services. It also allows countries to specialize in the production of those goods in which they have a comparative advantage. Creation of the labor force is advantageous for the recipient country as well as for the workers. If a country is going through a phase of high unemployment, workers can look for jobs in other countries. This also helps in reducing geographical inequality. Increased economies of scale. The specialization of goods production in most countries has led to advantageous economic factors such as lower average cost and lower price for customers. Increased investment. Due to the presence of global economy, it has become easier for countries to attract short-term and long-term investment. Investment in developing countries go a long way in improving their economies.
Factors affecting global economy. According to the latest economic news, here are some of the key factors that influence and affect how the global economy works. Natural resources, infrastructure, population, labor, human capital, technology, and law.